All right. We live. We here. Second of two, second of four playoff games for the divisional round of the NFL season. Tonight, the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions square off in what should be a damn good game. The first game, the first game today between the Texans and Chiefs had its issues with the refs and the officiating, but we hear hopefully this one's a little bit better. I'm excited to see what Ford Field can look like tonight. It's not very often you can host a playoff game, especially a divisional round game. They hosted one last year. It was electric. They're hosting one tonight. Let's see if it's as electric. Thank you all for tuning in. Tom Brady on the call, man. Ugh. But we're here. Because you're down by 9 with 7 seconds left. You're not gonna be able to you're not gonna come back into this. And you don't want to risk any potential injuries at this point. That way they carry over to next season, basically. Here's a case where you see, your season's going to end anyway after that play. You might as well just be as healthy as you can be. That way you can properly regroup. Like I get it. It makes sense. We have Ford Field looking electric tonight for this game. And what should be a pretty damn good showing. The Lions looking to make it to back-to-back NFC Championship games. Commanders looking to surprise a lot of people. What happens? We'll see. Nice. Gotta get that Magic Johnson career route. Like, yeah, it was I believe it was Magic Johnson who last won Rookie of the Year and MVP. It might have been Finals MVP. That, But nonetheless, kickoff mere moments away. What should be a really damn good game, man. Should be a pretty good game in this one. I'm expecting the Lions to relatively be dominant in this game. We'll see how dominant they will actually be. Also, damn it, because of missed a Panther goal. Panthers are up 2-0 over Anaheim, by the way. That game's on in the background during all this as we're about to start and get the kickoff here. It was Lundell. Hell yeah. Still can't get any of the big guys scoring. Any of the top 6, which is weird. All right. Go to Orlando next and kind of just like go up the coast and everything. That could be cool. Also, that would take a while. Good luck with that. All right, still a commercial break. Kickoff mere moments away. The Lions had first round bye, coming off of some rest, some much needed rest. They have a good opponent. They have a pretty good opponent today. Jaden Daniels is going to be interesting to see how he plays in comparison to everything. They're on 1 year. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, in video games, like when the college football released last summer, I did the whole score a touchdown with every team thing. That took a pretty decent amount of time. Yeah, I'm 4-3. Definitely not the greatest. It was 1 year. How long ago was it? I want to say it was junior year. So it was. Yeah, it's about 5-ish years ago at this point. It was the playoffs where the Chiefs and Eagles played in the Super Bowl. So no, that was about 4 years ago. I got 2 games wrong in those predictions for that. It was great. I did not miss a single game until the championship games. I was going crazy with those predictions. Haven't been back to that level since. No, that was 3 years ago then. Yeah. We have kickoff moments away. This should be a good one, man. The Lions are looking to really make it. This really feels like it could be the Lions' year. It feels good. We'll see though. Again, the Commanders are no easy opponent. If you take them too lightly, they can make you pay. We'll see what the Lions do here though. Similarly to how the Chiefs opened up the last game, I would like to see the Lions get ball first as a way to like get the offense going instantly, since again they had the week break. And the Lions though were the number 1 seed for the first time in team history this year. Looking to do something with it. But we'll see. And yeah, the Lions will be getting the ball first in this game. I love that idea. Love the idea. Getting the ball first, going from there. Especially if you score first here. You score first here with a defense that is dealing with a lot of injuries. You score first. You give your defense. You keep your defense playing with the lead the entire game. Hopefully, you're in a good spot. All right, kickoff underway. The divisional round from Detroit has begun. This kick will bounce out of bounds. The Lions will begin from the 40. Not a good start for the Commanders. Gonna give the Lions some excellent starting field position. It bounced at the 6 and then out of bounds at around the 2. That's a tough start to this game. So similar to how Houston started things. It was a bad special teams mistake. So Jared Goff in shotgun. You got to make adjustments and now be under center. Back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. First play of the game is a handoff up the middle for David Montgomery. He gets 2 on the play to set up a 2nd and 8. All right, I like the idea of getting the ground game going early here. You definitely want to get the ground game going early and often. If you're the Lions, that's your bread and butter. Goff under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. And going to hand this off once again, but blocking wasn't there. Going to lose about 3, maybe 4. There's a 3rd and long coming up. Yeah, the Poland lineman couldn't get there. St. Brown needs to chip that a little bit though. So it's 3rd and 13. Goff alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Goff gonna look to throw. Has time. Throwing left side. And incomplete through the hands. And the Lions go 3 and out to begin this game. Ugh. Alright, that's not great. Not a great start for the Lions. The punt comes off clean. And is going to bounce out of bounds inside the 15-ish, roughly. It's definitely going to be inside the 20, I believe. I'm saying exactly at the 20. Okay. The Commanders will begin their first drive of the game from there. As out comes Jayden Daniels taking the field. All right, what can Jayden Daniels do? He had a good game against Tampa last week. He's alone in shotgun, 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right, ball on the 20-yard line. Daniels looking to throw. Has time, pass over the middle is caught, and that's a gain of roughly 5. Zach Ertz on the reception. Pretty solid opening play for the Commanders. Hold on. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left, going to throw right-sided for a screenplay that's caught by Terry McLaurin. Going to pick up the first down and a gain of roughly 6. What was it? The limit for teams on how many games it should be able to. I mean, technically there is. Technically, you can say in any given full season, including playoffs, the limit, for at least for the NFL, the limit is 20, right? Yeah, 20. But like, it's impossible to set a hard limit for the amount of wins. I think it's the case where, especially teams that are like looking to tank internally, there might be a limit that's like for the owners and the front office, but teams are gonna win as many games as they can. You can't put a limit on something. Because at that point, you put a limit on the amount of games a team can win. There's no competitive nature in that point. And it kind of ruins the whole point of ruins the whole point of, hey, play the game. And plus, at some point in the season, it would be the case where every single team or the majority of teams is at that. It wouldn't work. 126 to 6. Damn, that is a crazy loss. If something like that happened in real life, that would be hilarious. Like I would be ready to flame whatever team lost like that in real life. All right, we're at a commercial break. When did that happen? I don't keep up with the Brooklyn Nets often. It's the Clippers. Oh shit, yeah, okay, I see it now. What? How did I not? How did I not hear more? I guess it is the Nets Clippers. Like that is a crazy score. That is insane. Yeah. Crazy thing is like they're quote unquote tanking. They're still have one of the. They're still like, they're still not. They're still not the worst team. Like there's still like a few teams worse than them. Yeah, yeah, continue 2K. All right, back from the commercial break due to an injury timeout. It was another Lions defensive player going down. Just cannot catch a break on that defense. Daniels in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the left side as well, looking to throw. Has time, pass left side, going to be caught in the flat and gain about 8. That's Dyami Brown on the reception. So sets up a 2nd and short. A 2nd and 3 coming up, rolling at a gain of 7. Daniels in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right side, ball on the 39-yard line. 12 and a half to play in the first quarter. Daniels making adjustments at the line. As he's going to look to throw. Has time, pass right side is going to be caught in the flat by Ekeler. Room to run, pass midfield, breaking tackles and spinning his way past the 40, down to the 36-yard line. Austin Ekeler, a block and release route, and going to pick up a huge chunk of yards. A huge chunk of yards. There we go. Austin Ekeler, man. He's playing well this year, despite a lot of people when Washington's offseason moves were made, a lot of people listed them as a retirement home in the league, but they're playing well with these guys. Handoff on 1st and 10, left side going to be about no gain on the play. A 2nd and 10, maybe 2nd and like 9.5 coming up. Yeah, 2nd and 9 coming up. 2nd and 9. Daniels in shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right as well. Going to shift it back to his left. As Daniels is going to play action, look to throw. Going to roll to his right to buy some time and just throw it away incomplete. 3rd and 9 coming up. All right, not too bad. This Lions defense is definitely like, you can tell that the wear and tear is getting to them with the amount of players they have injured, but they're still a well-playing unit. No, the NFL wouldn't work with a draft lottery. I'll explain more after this play. Daniels in shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the right as well, and they get the Lions to jump, and they're gonna call the play dead. But it's gonna be a 3rd and 4. So the reason, because the NFL is the only sport of the the big 4 sports in North America that don't have some kind of draft lottery. Baseball is another one, but their draft pretty much doesn't exist. It's there, but no one really cares about the MLB draft too much, as it's rare that a player goes from being drafted to directly into the MLB. There's always like a year or so break in between, so it doesn't matter per se. But the NFL, the reason they don't have it is actually because of the Eagles, and because they kept getting fucked over during draft season. Or like it was the case where the Eagles kept getting fucked over when it comes to younger players entering the NFL, because they would never sign with Philly in the offseason. Because Philly didn't really have the money like other teams did at that time. This was back in like the 30s and 40s. So Philly did not have the money that other teams had, and they just kept getting fucked over. So they submitted the idea of a draft, which ended up coming to fruition. And they also said, hey, no, if you're the worst team, you're the worst team. You get the pick. Because Philly wanted their hands in some of the better players. Daniels throwing right side on 3rd and 14, and it's going to Be marked just shy of the first down marker again at 13. Guess it was a false start, and Washington was a penalty, actually. It was a 4th and 1. Jamison Crowder on the reception. Oh, baseball does have a lottery. I do not follow baseball, so that's okay. Yeah, the NFL being the only one doesn't make sense. So 4th and 1. Commanders going to try a QB sneak of some sort. Marcus Mariota was in. He's going to lose about 2. Seemed like they're going for a trick play that just had no chance of working. Yeah, but I like how the NFL does their draft, where it's just the worst team is the worst team. They get the pick because, again, like with a draft lottery, like, yeah, it creates some good discussions and whatnot, but the amount of also bullshit that comes with it, and the amount of like, and it is just so much easier it's so much easier to get results that benefit the marketing rights of the league instead of like the actual quality of teams. Because like in the NHL last year, not this past in the NHL draft, but 2 drafts ago, Chicago jumped up like 5 spots to get a number 1 overall pick, and that was everyone pretty much knew that Chicago was going to get the pick the second they missed the playoffs, because it's better for the top player to go to Chicago than to Columbus. It's apparently the flag was false start. I missed the replay on it because it was discussing NFL and why it doesn't have the draft lottery. But yeah, I guess it was a false start, which I guess makes sense, kind of. And then I don't know what that play just was on 4th and 1. It seemed like Mariota was supposed to fake the sneak and then toss it back to Jaden Daniels, but the fullback got in the way of the toss. So the Lions are going to have the ball coming back from this commercial break. Or a more obvious case of draft lotteries being rigged is Patrick Ewing draft and him going to the Knicks. I don't need to see it again because I was not paying attention. I was fully expecting that to be false start as well. But it could be the case where the refs say yes while the defensive player moved. He didn't cross the plane to be neutral zone infraction or offsides. So because he didn't cross the plane and then the offensive lineman moved, it's a false start on the offensive lineman and not the defensive player being offsides. No, Aiden Hutchinson is not playing. Against Dallas earlier in the season, he fucked. Not much fucked up, but his leg got pretty badly injured, so he's been out since. The idea is he might be back for the Super Bowl if they make it, but that would be the earliest when it comes to actually like being in playing condition. Yeah, the idea is he could be back for the Super Bowl, but most likely not. Yeah, he's not playing today. But if the Lions do get Aiden Hutchinson back, that's a massive addition to have this late in this defense. All right, back from commercial break. Ball on the 29-yard line. Goff under center. Play action looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has time. Pass right side. Caught for the first down and more. Jameson Williams down to the 48-yard line. And here come the Lions offense. First drive didn't do a whole lot. And instantly on the second drive we're improving. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what the injury was to Hutchinson, but it wasn't pretty, that's for damn sure. So 1st and 10 from the 48. Goff under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. Going to hand this off right side for Gibbs. Room to run and good blocking. Picks up the first down and more. And spinning his way inside the 40 to the 37. Jahmyr Gibbs, and he does the Cam Ward celebration afterwards. Cheers, bud. All right, going a little bit of a hurry up here. Goff and shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side, looking to throw. Goff with time, pass left side, wide open, Jahmyr Gibbs. Room to run inside the 20 and down to about the 15, maybe the 14. Jahmyr Gibbs, back-to-back big-time plays for this Lions offense, and they're taking advantage of the fourth down stuff that their defense made. Yeah, it's the Commanders already caused chaos when they beat the Buccaneers last week. Goff under center, back and fullback behind him. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Going to hand this off right side for Gibbs once again. Has room to run and good blocking inside the 10, inside the 5, and down at... They can mark him down at the 5. So a gain of 9 on the play. Jahmyr Gibbs, 3 straight great plays. 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. And this Lions team, they're knocking on the door. Barry Sanders is in the building. Hell yeah. So 2nd and 1. Goff under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to toss this up the middle for Montgomery. He gets the 1st down and is down around the 2-yard line. All right. The Lions moving the ball well here. 1st and goal now inside the 5 at the 2. 8 minutes to play in the 1st. Lions looking to get on the board first here. Goff under center, back behind him. It's Gibbs in the backfield. As he's going to hand this off to Gibbs, and he's going to get in with ease. A walk-in touchdown. The Lions take the early lead and get on the board first. The Detroit Lions strike. Took advantage of the 4th down stuff. 7:36 to play in the 1st quarter. Lions an extra point away from going up by 7. Just a great play design there. Good. I think you ran with Gibbs a lot to the right side in this drive. So just run counter, and you have a free lane down the left side to get in the end zone. The extra point is up and good. All right, and with that building off of the 4th and 1 stuff that their defense made, the Lions are now up by 7. So a 10-point swing in this game. As we head to a commercial break. Commercial break. We'll see. So again, the Commanders' first drive was a solid drive. Just that 4th and 1 was rough. But again, for the most part, the offense moved the ball well. So again, if they can do something on this drive, could get interesting. Yeah, that's definitely a dilemma there, Bob Flash. Is there any LSU players on Detroit from that 2019 team? I don't think there is. I mean, yeah, I don't think there is. It's crazy. The Lions built their team beautifully. But I mean, like, the best way is, keep rooting for personal success from Jayden Daniels. Because you know that if they make the Super Bowl, Dan Quinn's gonna fuck it up. No, I'm shocked he didn't fuck it up last week when they were in that close game against Tampa. Dan Quinn in tight moments, like, really? Yep, tomorrow 2 more divisional round games. I plan to be live for both of those as well. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Lions are set to send this one down. 2 teams that don't have an LSU alum. That is crazy. There's no LSU alum on Detroit. A kick is underway, going to be out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders will begin this drive from the 30. Is that really the case? Oh, they don't have an LSU player? Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah. That's weird. They're long snap. That would be funny. Daniels in shotgun, a back to each side. 1st and 10 from the 30. Second drive of the game for Washington. Going to send a receiver in motion as they hand this. No, Daniels going to keep it himself left side on a read option. He gains about 4. All right. Remembered. I know. I believe it was. I already don't know colleges well of players. Asking me to remember a college player, a long snapper's college is something else, but he's a Dolphin player, so I should know. I believe Blake Ferguson went to LSU. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, Reinhardt got ejected with like 4 minutes left in the first period. Again, we're somehow still up 2-0 against Anaheim. I'll take it. Daniels to throw, can pass left side to Terry McLaurin. That's caught and brought down at about the 45-yard line. Good pickup there of about 11. Anyway, yeah, look, Lundell and Boquist have been the goal scorers tonight. We need our top lines to get going again. That's like at some point our top lines need to be able to find the back of the net. Daniels in shotgun, back behind him, 2 receiving back behind him will toss this left side for Eckler, and he's gonna lose about 5. Alex Anzalone. Look, we'll Panthers 1-3-0. Who scored the empty net? That would have been funny if Knight played incredibly well. He's been playing incredibly well. He needs to start more games. That's the key thing. Daniels in shotgun, back behind him. 2nd and 14. Quick pass right side for a screen is caught and going to get back to the 45-yard line. That is Austin Eckler. That was Forrest that got the empty net. Okay. You have Wingo on it? And Quan Alexander. Yeah. Wingo and Quan Alexander. That's still like... only having practice squad guys at LSU is kind of funny. All right, 3rd and 10. Daniels alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Going to look to throw. The Lions send 4 with time. Pass left side, caught for the first down. A gain of 12. Jamison Crowder on the reception. All right, so ball now on the plus 43. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well, going to hand this off up the middle. That's good room to run for Brian Robinson, breaking tackles and fighting his way inside the 30 to the 28. Kai Wingo, rookie nose tackle. Okay, so yeah, he'll see some playing time eventually. I mean, I would imagine he's actually getting playing time like now because of how many injuries they have, but who knows? It is just funny that the Lions have like no like real big names from LSU. Daniels alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, ball on the 29-yard line. Quick pass right side, quick pass left side is batted away at the line, trying to get a Trying to get a receiver screen going there, but that's read like a book. Yeah, trying to get a screen going for McLaurin, but no chance on that one. Was it knee injury from last game? Damn. 2nd and 10. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right side. 2nd and 10. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Daniels to throw. Has some time. Throw in right side, and it's going to be incomplete off the mark. Too much into it, and great coverage. Not a chance on that ball. 3rd and 10 coming up. People expected the Celtics to go back to back, more so because they didn't expect the Eastern Conference to be that great this year. Yeah, no. The Eastern Conference ended up being a damn good conference in the NBA. Like fucking Cleveland came out of nowhere. You have 34 wins currently on the season. 3rd and 10. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Going to drop back, looking to throw. The Lions send pressure. Pass over the middle. It is going to be dropped, incomplete. Had it, but couldn't hang on through the contact. Hang on through the contact. That's Dyami Brown. And 4th and 10 coming up. I would imagine a field goal chance as well. Yep, out comes Zane Gonzalez to try and put the Commanders on the board. He went perfect against Tampa last week. This is from 47 yards out. And the left hash kick is up. And it is good. So a 7-3 game, 3:50 to play in the first quarter. The Lions will be getting the ball back up by 4. I think he went there this offseason. He might have been there for a while. I wasn't keeping up with Washington last year. He might have been there last year. I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, no one really expected the Cavs to do much. It's really improve this much from year in year out. Because they were a solid team last year, but you can tell they weren't anything special. He got there this offseason. Yeah, I don't understand the hate for Zane that Zane Gonzalez got. It makes no sense. I mean, just let the dude be. And it's like kicker is already a position that requires kicker is already a position that's like 90% a mental game with yourself. Like it's already a tough position mentally for people. The fact that he's a high-end kicker in the NFL and dealing with OCD and had more power to him. If he has to do his routine, he has to do his routine. I mean, that's okay. Kicking is not easy, and I feel like game day should have shown people that. Like it's impressive. If anything, it's more impressive. He's able to do this with everything. It's like yeah. I saw all that going around after the game, and I'm like, why the fuck does this matter? Like, he's a high-end kicker in the NFL. Respect. Exactly. He's consistent with his kicks. That's all that matters. I mean, the amount of different teams that would wish to have him as their kicker right now is crazy. All right, coming back from the commercial break. Commanders going to send this one down. It will be returnable beginning from roughly the 7-yard line. Trying to flip the field and work that right side. and going to get up to about the 26-yard line before being brought down. Lions will begin from there. Well, it's exactly. That's the thing. The Commanders have been through so many different kickers the past few years. Like the fact that they found a reliable kicker now, and it's him. It's impressive. Again, he's a solid. He's a solid kicker. And he probably just secured himself at least a starting job for the training camp next year with his performance. Gonna fake a toss left. Goff looking to throw. Has time. Pass left side. Caught by Laporta and going to work his way past the 40 to about the 41. Exactly. That's the key thing. Is like you you need to pick and choose what you decide to draw attention to when you're calling the game. And you can draw attention to something in a good way, but you need to make sure you word it correctly, and they just did not do that. Goff under center, going to hand this off up the middle for Jahmyr Gibbs. Good blocking and room to run down the left side. Has space, one man to beat, past the 30, 25, and out of bounds near the 23-ish yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs having himself a day. Like it's only the first quarter. He's running incredibly well. So ball on the 26. Goff and shotgun back to his right. Two receiving options to each side. Go into play action, look to throw. Pressure coming. Goff step into his left to avoid it. With time, pass over the middle is caught. And down to the 20-yard line is Sam Laporta on the reception. Yeah. And then David Montgomery as well tonight. Like he's already made a few good runs, and that duo, man, like the Lions duos, their receiving duo of Laporta and St. Brown, hell trio with throw Jameson Williams in there as well. Jameson Williamson. And then you have the running duo of Sonic and Knuckles, Gibbs and Montgomery. Like this team is built for a Super Bowl. The thing that sucks is they have 25 guys on IR, and majority of those are defensive players. Handoff left side for David Montgomery, going to gain about 3 on 2nd and 4. It's 3rd and 1. Like if the Lions even had Aiden Hutchinson still healthy, like not even like some of the other players that were injured from that defense. If it was just Aiden Hutchinson still healthy, they would be they would be damn near unstoppable. And that's why potentially getting him back for the Super Bowl or next week is massive for this team. 3rd and 1. Goff alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Going to look to throw. Goff facing some pressure. Going to fumble and picked up by Washington. The Commanders' defense forced the ball loose and fell on it. Making plays when needed. This Commanders' defense did it last week as well. They continue to do it today. What a play for this defense. And with 55 seconds left in the quarter, the Commanders will get the ball back. He's built a lot. What do you mean a lot like y'all? A lot like y'all? If you mean a lot like Miami, hell the fuck no, they're not. Like legit, the Lions and the Dolphins could not be more built different. The Lions are built to just beat you the fuck up. The Dolphins are built to outrun you. Yeah, that always pissed me off as well. Good thing I don't have to deal with that now. But it was always the case where they would say that, and then there would never be a time where that mattered because we would be done with the class with like 5-10 minutes to spare. And it's just like, okay, cool, whatever. Yeah, because they can't really keep you past the bell unless they have a valid reasoning. That's why it's like it's whatever. It's fine. I'm just happy I don't have to deal with that anymore. Yeah, but still, respect your teachers. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a few teachers here and there that are assholes and or probably should not be teachers, but respect the good teachers. They work way too. They work way hard. They work hard as hell. They pay for a lot of. They pay a lot for. They pay a lot of. They pay for a lot of their shit with their own money, come out of their pocket. They do not get paid nearly enough. Respect your teachers. Like hell, if it, I had a teacher in high school who was also one of the football coaches, and legit, that dude was a that dude was a fucking godsend. Love that dude. I had two teachers that were like that. One was engineering. One was all the O line coach in my high school was also the engineering teacher. He was a damn good teacher. It just sucks that engineering was kind of one of those things where I didn't want to do it the entire time. Where I kind of like fell out of wanting to do engineering. All right, ball on the 22-yard line. Danielson shotgun going to hand this off to Brian Robinson on the right side. Good blocking. Going to pick up a bunch of yards past the 35 to about the 36, a gain of roughly 14. Again, a ball on the 37. Danielson shotgun back to his right. Two receivers to each side. Go and hurry up here like Washington loves to do. Gonna shift it back to his left. What could be the final play of the quarter coming up. Hand off to Robinson, right side. Has the lane along the sideline, going to pick up about 5 and gets out of bounds. Yeah. Again, like a few teachers are gonna be not the greatest, but for the most part, I mean I've had like maybe 2 or 3 bad experiences with teachers, but for the most part, most I've had are either like neutral or I love them as teachers. So like respect your teachers. They deserve it. They're heading to a commercial break for the end of the first quarter. 15 minutes in the books. Commanders down by 4, but with the ball and moving. All right. Okay, the Rangers. I don't know what happened with the Rangers, but they're having a disastrous season, and I love it. Boston is currently dealing with the side effects of losing in the first round to us 2 years ago. When they won the President's Trophy, that was the year they had to win the cup. Because everyone knew once the guys on that team that ended up retiring after the year retired, the Bruins were not going to be a good team and we're not going to be the same caliber of team. And we're seeing that now. It took a year, but we're seeing it now. And again, like the Rangers were, I don't know what the Rangers were up to, but the fact that the Rangers have basically completely broken down that team from last year is crazy, and I love it. I would, I know Columbus isn't the greatest team, and them being in the playoffs will most likely mean a first round exit anyway. But I would love it if the Blue Jackets make the playoffs. Purely because if they somehow go on a magical run like the Panthers did a few years ago, it would be beautiful of a story to tell. Like the Blue Jackets need to have some kind of success this year. It just feels like they're destined for it after what happened in the offseason. The Capitals are playing insanely well right now. And I honestly, if it lines up where Ovechkin can break Gretzky's record in Florida, I might try and go to that game. 'Cause I would love to see that in person. I think he's like 20 away or 21 away. Like if it lines up, I would want to go to that game. I just don't think they play in Florida anytime soon. Yeah, they don't. Yeah. All right, back from commercial break. The start of the second quarter coming up. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. Two receiving options to each side. Ball on the 42-yard line and 2nd and 5. Play action looking to throw. Daniels with time. Throwing left side. Has a man wide open. Top for a first down and more. Inside the 20 and down to about the 17. Dyami Brown on the reception. And the Commanders are moving. He's 21 away, yeah. Yeah, again, they don't play in Florida anytime soon, which sucks. Daniel's going to keep it himself left side for a gain of roughly 2. Gets inside the 15 to the 14. I don't think the Blues are... I can check. The Blues sit... The Blues are a game, or the Blues are a point back from a playoff spot. So, they're in contention. They're playing decently well this year. They had a good win against Chicago to begin 2025. 2nd and 7. Daniels under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. Gonna play action, look to throw, rolling to his right to buy some time. Still looking, now gonna keep it himself with a block from McLaurin. Gets inside the 10 to the 9. Yeah, it's what's the full? It's St. Louis, Vancouver, and Calgary all fighting for that final wildcard spot in the West. Utah is kind of there, but not really at the same time. The issue is St. Louis is both Calgary and Vancouver have 2 games in hand against St. Louis. But there's definitely something being built in St. Louis. Daniels to throw in 3rd and 3. Pass time, pass right side, incomplete, off the mark. So once again, the Commanders move the ball well down the field, but just can't finish the drive. As it's 4th and 3. We'll see what the offense decides to do. Seeming like they're going to stay on the field. The Commanders are one of the better teams on 4th down this season. In fact, I think they're the best team on 4th down. It's 4th and 3 from the 9-yard line. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Commanders are batting 50% on 4th down conversions in these playoffs. And they're going to snap the ball. Throw over the middle, that's caught. First down and more. Inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. Zach Ertz on the reception. Make that 4 for 7 on 4th down in these playoffs for the Commanders. And that's a great catch by Ertz. Nearly, that probably should have been a hospital pass. If it was like 10 years ago, that's a hospital pass. But instead, it's 4th. 1st and goal from the 2. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Daniels going to look to throw. Pass left side is incomplete. Just too far outside for a wide open receiver. Would have been a touchdown, but couldn't connect. That's a tough one. John Bates was the intended target. It's now 2nd and goal. That would be funny if the NFL followed that format. They're not going to, but it would be funny. It's purely because there's not enough games. Daniel's going to keep it himself right side and going to lose about a yard on the play. 3rd and goal coming up. Kirby Joseph on the tackle. Because look, even how the NHL currently does those points format, it's not in a perfect way. Like, it's solid, don't get me wrong, and I like it. It's just, it's not in a perfect way just yet. But it's like, that's the nature of things. Nothing's ever going to be truly perfect for something like this. Yeah. I mean, again, there's cases where it was fun to go back and research videos. Daniels in shotgun back to his right. 3rd and goal from the 3. Play action looking to throw. Pass time. Pass right side for the end zone and incomplete. But there's a flag flying. Gonna be DPI. Looking for Terry McLaurin, but he gets tripped up as the ball was sailing that way. Yeah. But it is always funny to go back into whenever I'm researching videos. And it takes place like before the modern alignment of the NFL. It's always funny because the Seahawks were in the AFC for like 50 years. That's a stretch, but they're in the AFC for a long time. And then out of nowhere, they're in the NFC, and it's just like, what? Playoff game. I think it was Marino's first playoff game. I think it was against Seattle. It's funny. Daniels in shotgun, back behind him. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to hand this off up the middle, and he gets stuffed for maybe a loss of 1. Definitely no gain. Looking to give it to Brian Robinson. And it's 2nd and goal now. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, Seattle. Because again, there was how the conferences came to be was NFL and AFL stuff. So the NFC was for all the NFL teams. AFC is for all the AFL teams. Seattle was an AFL team, but for some reason during alignment they moved to the NFC. It's funny. 2nd and goal. Daniels going to hand it off up the middle, and he gets in this time. Brian Robinson. The Commanders take the lead. All right. Here come the Commanders have the lead now. Defense playing solid as well. 10:55 to go in the first half. Commanders an extra point away from making it a 3-point game. Oh yeah, no, now it was on. That's why it's funny to go back into it. I plan to do a full video about NFL realignment and the history of it. But we'll see. I could have a few other video ideas I'm going to begin working on soon. If the NFL, I mean, not really. The NFL could expand with. I mean, they could expand and just have one division, have a division with 5 teams. Like most likely, there's no way you're going to add 4 to each side. That's not a possibility. Like you can't add 8 teams into the NFL and expect nothing to go wrong. So it's the case where you definitely have to add you definitely have to add at least 2, 1 to each side. So that way it's like you have, and then you have a division with 5 teams, I guess. I don't know. There's some talks about expansion, but nothing's really in stone just yet. There's more so talks about adding another game to the season and making an 18-game season, which I'm not completely opposed to. I just feel like you need to have another bye at that point, but I feel like the NFL would not make that the case. Because the realignment video all stems because I could probably have a full video purely discussing the Dolphins being in the AFC East. I could probably do that. The history behind that is crazy, and it's all because of bullshit. Hell yeah. Yeah, because when I was younger, because like in flag football, you play both sides and shit. It was quarterback, middle linebacker. That's why like Ray Lewis is one of my favorite players of all time because like that watching him play middle linebacker was electrifying. Like, Aaron Rodgers was my idol for quarterback when I was playing. Ray Lewis was that for linebacker when I played that. Like very sparingly, but it was still fun. Oh yeah, like, alignment history in the NFL is fun. So like you might be able to see, probably not see the name, but there was a book back there on that nightstand, and I plan to use that for 2 videos at the very least, maybe 2. We'll see if it has talked about realignment in there. But I'm planning to use that for a video about the NFL in LA and for realignment stuff. That's why I brought it up with me. All right, back from the commercial break. Commanders looking to make it a 3-point game with the extra point. From the left hash, the extra point is up. And it is good. All right, back to a 3-point game. 10:55 to play. And the Commanders, 10 unanswered so far. Time to see what the Lions can do to respond. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be talks at the league meetings about how to handle the playoff format. Ideally, if they're going to change, I don't think they should change anything. But if they're going to, ideally, it is the case where if you win the division, you get a playoff spot, but not necessarily a home game. I think what's more likely is what is currently circling around of adding an 8th team to the playoffs and making it so 2 teams have a bye again. I think that's more likely. I also don't fully like it. But at the same time, if that was the case, Miami would have gotten in with a win against the Jets. So I think more likely we're going to see an 8 seed than we see anything actually changing within. I mean, actually, at that point, you would kind of have to change also the home field stuff. So who knows? Maybe. No. You still need to keep it so teams get buys. That's set in stone. That's what the rumor was. A kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from about the 2-yard line, and going to work his way. Good blocking gets him to about the 30. I mean, yeah, no team having a bye would make it so it's still the case of, the division winner hosts the playoff game. So yeah, but no, you need to have buys because there's not enough time slots in a weekend for the NFL to have 8 total playoff games. There's not enough time. There's not enough time slots for the NFL to do that. You need to keep it at 6. That's the bottom line. Goff play action looking to throw on 1st and 10. Has time. Launching one deep. Over the middle. Has a man, but just too far. Just past the outstretched hand of Jameson Williams. The Lions going for the home run shot, and it's robbed at the wall. Oh, it's there. It's there. Yeah, if they go 8, it'll be top 2 with the bye. 12 teams is way too much in the NFL. 12 teams is way too much. 8 would be the hard limit. Goff to throw in 1st and 10, 2nd and 10. Pass over the middle is caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown for a gain of 8. Yeah, 12 is way too... If they did 12-team playoffs this year, for example, I'm pretty sure the Jets get in. Like, no. 12 is too much. It's just 12 is 8 is already getting to the point of it being too much. You cannot do 12. Exactly, the Raiders would have gotten in. No one wants to see a Raiders playoff game. Goff to throw in 3rd and 3. Has time. Throwing right side. Has a man that's caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown. And going to be tagged down inside the 35 to the 34, I believe. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the dive and grab. There is a flag on the play. That's a great throw and an excellent catch for the Lions. We'll see what the penalty is. It's holding on the Commanders. Will be declined. Amon-Ra St. Brown, back-to-back plays for the Lions. That's a beautiful catch and a beautiful throw. It was caught on Noah Igbinoghene, a former Dolphin giving up a big play. You finally get to say something different related to that. Ball on the 29. Goff under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to hand this off up the middle for Gibbs. Good blocking and room to run inside the... Good blocking and room to run gets him inside the 20 to about the 14. All right, yeah, great drive so far. And they finish it. Goff under center, back and fullback behind him, going to toss this left side for Gibbs. Good blocking, and blocking could have been better. No gain on the play. Blocking would have been great if Glasgow pushed his guy back a bit. It was there. I think at some point the Hurricanes need to develop a quarterback themselves. I think Carson Beck is going to be fine for this 1 year, but at some point you need to just develop a guy. Goff and shotgun going to look to throw. Quick pass right side, a screenplay. Good blocking and room to run. The 5 and down to the 3. Josh Reynolds, no, that's Khalif Raymond on the reception. Inside the 5, and it's 1st and goal. The Lions are knocking on the door. Both the Titans and the Browns, I could see being surprise teams next year. Like, I was expecting Tennessee to be a surprise team this year. Goff under center, back and fullback behind him, going to play action, look to throw. Goff pressure coming, escaping to his right and throwing, and caught by Sam Laporta. A diving one-hand grab with his opposite hand. What a grab! And the Lions take the lead. Holy shit, Laporta. No, I need a replay on that. That is what? Goff was being brought down as he threw this ball. Wow. Dive and grab in the back of the end zone. And Sam Laporta puts the Lions on top. And they respond perfectly to the Commanders' drive. Jake Bates on for the extra point to make it a 4-point game. Kick is up. And it is good. I think both Tennessee and Cleveland, assuming Cleveland goes quarterback, I think both Tennessee and Cleveland could be surprise teams next year. I think they could be surprise teams, similar to what the Commanders were this year, but probably not with a playoff win. But they could be a massive improvement of a team. What a play. I am the same exact way for both the Lions and the Packers. Because both of the tight ends on both of those teams are guys I wanted Miami to draft. I wanted Laporta, I wanted Tucker Kraft, I wanted Luke Musgrave. But nope. We refuse to draft tight ends. For some goddamn reason. Yeah. That draft class, man, was... And Miami needed a tight end. That was before we got Jonnu Smith. So, like, Miami needed a tight end. And we said no to all of them. We got no tight ends that year. And now this year we're in a similar spot where we don't need a tight end, like a true tight end one, because we have Jonnu Smith. But we need a better blocking tight end to replace Julian Hill and Durham Smythe. That's where I'm like, maybe not first round, but the tight end out of Texas, I'm keeping my eye on. Someone I'm interested in. I don't think it would be available by the time I would be comfortable getting a tight end, but still. But like, it's just, man. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Kickoff underway, and this will be out the back of the end zone for a touchback. But yeah, it's the tight end position is one of those positions where you find an elite tight end or a great tight end, you make sure they don't leave the building ever until they retire. All right, 1st and 10 for the Commanders. Ball on the 30-yard line. Daniels and shotgun back behind him. 2 receivers to each side. Gonna shift the back to his right. As Daniels will keep this himself right side on the read option and trying to bounce it towards the sideline. Gains about 3. One thing I will say about Jayden Daniels, at least tonight, is a little bit more of this. There's been so many times, there's been cases where the better play is for him to just go forward and then slide down, but he's always trying to bounce it towards the sideline, and I can respect that because that's the best way to keep yourself safe. But you're losing yards in the process, so come on. 2nd and 7. Daniels in shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Ball on the 33-yard line. Daniels to throw. Has time. Pass right side. Going to be caught by Dyami Brown for a 1st down as forward progress gives him 8. The ball on the 41-yard line. Daniels in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. The Lions are averaging 9 yards per play. Jeez. Daniels gonna quick throw this left side. Gonna be caught by McLaurin. Fucking hell. I am sorry, my laptop is acting up right now. McLaurin took that screen all the way for the score. And because of fucking internet, god damn it. It was 59 yards to the house for McLaurin there. The extra point was good, apparently. And we missed it because, what the So Commanders, we have the lead. I'm sorry about missing all of that sequence, but all right, let's see. Here we go. I'm looking at this replay. But we have a shootout in Detroit. Not fully expecting that. So Daniels quick pass left side for McLaurin. Has room to run. It breaks some tackles. Room to run on the left side. One man to beat is Kirby Joseph, and unable to and going there. Beats Joseph and dives into the end zone for the touchdown. That damn would have been a good play to actually properly see live. But fucking that shit. Hopefully it's fine the rest of the game. I just had to reset it there quickly. Yeah, I hate refs as well. In what instance was that the case? Like, what sport? I know some sports you don't get your challenge back. Yeah, so McLaurin just took a screen 59 yards to the house to give Washington the lead back. So this game is shaping up to be a full-blown shootout. Was not expecting that. That's crazy. I was able to take that to the house, though. I mean, it was like he was mad damn near instantly on that play. I mean, already, there's been a lot of offense tonight. So just under 6.5 to play. Kickoff underway. This will be returned beginning from about the 3-yard line. And going to get brought down near the 22. So great kick coverage there for Washington. 6:17 to play. Out comes this Lions offense once again. And yeah, so the screen worked because the Lions sent a corner blitz off that side. And once McLaurin beat the two initial defenders, he was pretty much gone from there. Goff and shotgun back to his left, and there's movement up front. Gonna be a false start on the Lions. Tough. Yep, false start. Holding on Sam Laporta as well. All right, so 1st and 15 from the 17. Goff and shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right side as well. Going to hand this off to Jahmyr Gibbs, trying to work that right side. And he's going to only gain about a yard on the play. All right, so a 2nd and 14. That false start right off the gate for this drive is not great for the Lions. So just under 6 minutes to play. Goff alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Gonna look to throw. Goff with time. Throwing left side and is overthrown and intercepted. Room to run and return this. Gets inside the 20, the 15, the 10. Good block in the 5. It's a pick 6 for Washington. Goff got laid out on that one. And the Washington Commanders, an extra point away from a 10-point lead with 5:25 to play in the first half. It's open as well. Just put too much into it. Wow. The extra point is up and good. For a 10-point lead for the Commanders. Washington, Detroit will be getting the ball right back. Ooh. There's a lot on the line here for Detroit. This is a good test. Can you come back from this? This is oof, oof, oof. We will see. But man, there's still plenty of time left, especially for this Lions offense. But they're gonna need a drive here if the Lions lose. So I found what I was talked about earlier in the stream. Let me pull it up. Yeah, so it was on Tuesday. It was on Wednesday morning. I see a tweet that was saying that 13 years ago, the Giants defeated the 15-1 Packers in Lambeau Field for the NFC divisional round. They would go on to win the Super Bowl that year. So I sent it to a friend with the text of saying, an underdog NFC East team going into a 15-win NFC North team in the divisional round and pulling off an upset en route to a Super Bowl over a dynasty. Shit, the Commanders might do it. This is lining up too well. An underdog NFC East team, Giants back 13 years ago, Commanders today, going into a 15-win NFC North team, the Packers 13 years ago, Lions today, pull off the upset en route to a Super Bowl win over a dynasty. If the Commanders beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, no, it was still a good Patriots team, but the 16-0 Patriots was 2007. This was 2011. Yeah, the calls have been fair today. That's for in this game for sure. But this is wild. Again, history doesn't repeat. I always like to say, I'm into history and shit and diving into that stuff. I always say, as Goff is heading to the medical tent, he got laid out on that interception return, so he's gonna be checked out for a concussion here. It seems, but no, he's going to the locker room. What? Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from about the 2 and work his way up to about the 26. So Teddy Bridgewater will be taking the field for the Lions. As yeah, Goff took a shot on that one. Yeah, because the Giants were the 6th seed that year, and them being that was the lowest seed they had that year. Yeah, Goff is being evaluated for a concussion. So in comes Teddy Bridgewater, under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right side, wearing the number 12. As there's movement before the snap, will be false start on Jahmyr Gibbs. This is a disaster. Shit, the Commanders might do it. Oh no, are the Commanders destined for a Super Bowl run this year? What the fuck is happening? I think Goff is in the medical tent. So Teddy Bridgewater, he came out of retirement after winning a high school state championship with his alma mater as the head coach. Now it's 1st and 15 as he hands it off to Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle. Room to run and good blocking, gets about 14, maybe to 15 needed for a first down. Honestly, it might not be a bad idea to just feed Gibbs and Montgomery today. Who's going to be the Lions? Yeah, who's going to be the Lions? I guess we know. And you have Super Bowl, was that 59? 59 this year. Bridgewater to throw in 2nd and 1. Has time, pass right side is caught and going to be enough for a first down. That's Gibbs on the reception. But yeah. Yeah, if any rookie could do it, it could be Jaden. I'm going to send you the screenshot of this text. Go ahead. because this. There's a Bridgewater under center, back behind him. 1st and 10 from the 39. Going to do an end around here, left side for Jameson Williams. Good blocking and room to run. Past the 40. One man to beat. The 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Jameson Williams takes it the distance. Touchdown Detroit. Holy 61 yards go in the distance. And with 4 minutes to play, the Detroit Lions making the plays to stay in this game. Jameson Williams takes the end around the distance. And Teddy Bridgewater just led a touchdown drive in the playoffs. And he was on Miami's roster 2 years ago. I hate everything. The extra point now to make it a 3-point game is up and good. 4 minutes of play in the half. We have ourselves a 3-point game with the Commanders getting the ball. As Jared Goff has returned to the sidelines, right? He should be good to go for the next drive, I imagine. But Jameson Williams, man. What a play. Yeah, Jay Daniels is playing really well this year. All right, kickoff underway. And going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. All right, so the Commanders' offense going to be seeing the field for the first time since their 59-yard touchdown reception by Terry McLaurin, up by 3, and what has been a complete shootout. So Daniels in shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the left as well. Going to hand this off up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of roughly 7, maybe 8 for Ekeler. Good job bouncing off defenders there. And fighting for the extra yards. So Daniels in shotgun once again, going to keep it himself right side and has room to run. Past midfield and going to be out of bounds near the 46. Jaden Daniels using his legs is exactly what Washington needs. Like when he's using his legs like this and having success with it, Washington is a tough team to beat. Daniels in shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. 1st and 10 from the plus 47-yard line. Daniels going to hand this off up the middle with Ekeler. He's going to gain about 2 up to the 45. I think it's hard to really pinpoint what exactly about Daniels' mobility that makes it such a threat when it's working. But it just is. Oh, damn, haymakers were thrown between the Bruins and the Senators tonight. Jeez. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the 45-yard line, 2nd and 8. Play action, looking to throw. Daniels with time. Throw in deep. Right side, has a man, and caught by Dyami Brown to the 7-yard line. Ruling it to 6. Dyami Brown, what a grab. What a throw from Jayden Daniels. 39 yards down the field. And the Commanders have entered the red zone. He caught that ball with a hand in his face. Couldn't even see the ball come down. What a grab. The Commanders might do it. As we head to a commercial break for the 2-minute warning. Commanders get ball to begin the second half. The Commanders get ball to begin the second half. This is a big drive for Washington. Need to get points here. We'll see. We will see. But man, the Commanders have really shown up today. It is impressive. And I'm sure Bears fans are just sitting there like, come on. We could have had this. This has been a full-blown shootout, and I'm all here for it. Could you imagine if the Eagles then lose tomorrow as well? Like, yeah, I mean that's definitely a shocking thing. I mean it's the case where if I would have had to imagine that Commanders probably were at home that game, and that game was in FedEx, which means that would lead to, okay, Philly must have not played as well as expected, and Detroit underperformed as well. So like before the season, what the ideal way for that outcome to take place definitely would not be the expectation. Daniel's going to keep it himself up the middle for a read option, gains about 2 up to the 5. Because like the Lions are a tough team to beat at home, and it's just their defense right now that's really like it's their defense that's kind of faltering. Of course, that pick 6 did not help whatsoever, but still. The Lions call their first timeout. Like this is a shocking game so far. But like also the NFL has been waiting for a playoff game like this. We haven't had any good playoff games really. We've had Commanders Buccaneers and now Commanders Lions. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. Play action, looking to throw. With time, going to buy more, rolling to his right, and just throwing it away incomplete. If the Lions defense can force a field goal here, you're sitting fine. But even if you're only up by 1 at the half, this is a disappointing style of play. Like you were expecting to be up by at least 7 entering the half, probably. Actually, what was the first half point spread for this game? As it's 3rd and goal from the 6. Daniels in shotgun, looking to throw. Has time. Pass, end zone, caught. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz. And the Commanders are now guaranteed to have a lead entering the half. And they've put up a 30 spot in 1 quarter. This performance, man, holy. Extra point is up and good. They have a 10-point lead once again. And they get ball to begin the second half. Like, jeez. You put up a 30 spot on a 1 seed? Okay, now I'm really, really curious. Let's go look at that 2011 game between the Giants and Packers. What was the case there? Oh, no, Giants were a 4 seed that year. Never mind. Okay, they were 9-7 though, so definitely the worst team in the playoffs. What was the score of this? 9-7. They were 9-7 and won the Super Bowl. Damn, those Giants teams. The final score of that game was 37-20. So this game is not going to be the exact same final score, but damn. It was a 17-point win. That's the key thing. It was a 17-point win is the key thing. Kickoff underway, going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Oh yeah, he 100% should be Offensive Rookie of the Year. What sucks is the voting, I'm pretty sure, already happened. And because it's a regular season award, so I believe the voting already happened, and so we'll see. I do think he should win it no matter what, even if it's just regular season. I mean, they won 12 games this year. It's one of the things people forget about Washington. Goff and shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. They Goff back in the game. Going to look to throw. Has time. Pass over the middle is caught. First down and gain of 11 for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Going a bit of hurry up. 1:35 to play. Goff and shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Looking to throw once again. Pressure coming, but gets rid of it in time. Going to be caught for a gain of roughly 6. That's Sam Laporta on the reception. Going hurry up once again. Goff to throw on 2nd and 3. Has some time. Plenty of time. Going to step to his left. Throwing over the middle. And that's Jahmyr Gibbs on the reception at the 41. Going to be a first down for the Lions. 1 minute to play, and they will call their second timeout. I had the Lions winning the Super Bowl as well. Let's see, did he actually hang on to that ball? I think they're going to review this. No. I think that'll be overturned. Yeah. It would get incomplete, so a 3rd and 3 coming up. So I want to point out that in the NFC Championship game, the Giants traveled to an NFC West team, which means that if the Commanders do pull off the win today, if they want to pull the maximum "this happened in the past will happen again" scenario, they better hope the Rams win tomorrow. Oh yeah, this is insane. 42 points were scored in the second quarter alone. Like, what? Yeah, they're reviewing the reception by Jahmyr Gibbs. That might be overturned. And yeah, it seems like it's gonna be overturned, judging by Goff's reaction. All right. So a 3rd-and-3 coming up. Damn, the Giants actually got swept by Washington in 2007. Damn. All right, after review, it is incomplete. So 3rd-and-3 coming up. And the Lions, who called a timeout after that play, will be granted the timeout back. And they're going to add some more time onto this clock as well. A minute and 4 seconds to play. Do you need a touchdown? You need points on this drive. That's the key thing. You need points. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Lions know how to play barn burners, especially against Seattle for some reason. Goff is going to hand this off up the middle on 3rd-and-3. Gibbs has the blocking and the room to get up to about the 41-yard line and pick up the first down. So anyway, Jahmyr Gibbs gets the Lions to the 41. Whether through the air or on the ground, he's going to get you the ball done. He's going to get the job done. Goff and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left, looking to throw. As time, pass is going to be tipped at the line and incomplete. Had Gibbs open over the middle. 42 seconds left in the half. The Lions are close to field goal range. You get inside the 45, you're in field goal range. Oh yeah, you hate Ron Tolbert? Fair. Okay, one thing about this season that I've liked is not having to listen to the broadcasters. Don't get me wrong, there's a few broadcasters I love. But like, I do not want to hear Tom Brady right now. Goff and shotgun looking to throw in 2nd-and-10. Pass time, pass over the middle is caught by Gibbs. Gets inside the 30 and down to the 29. Picks up the first down. 34 seconds left, and the Lions will call a timeout. "34 seconds left in the half. The Lions have 1st-and-10 inside the 30. They're in field goal range. They can make it a 1-score game, which at this point is the goal. The thing with Brady is he's on the number 1 crew for Fox. But the thing is, he can't do any pregame prep because he's part owner of the Raiders. He's not allowed to do any pregame prep for games, and it pisses me off. Because Greg Olsen was doing such a damn good job, and now he got disposed to the second team for Fox. Like, come on, man. Greg Olsen deserved better. The Commanders now will use their first timeout. I get why why it was logical for Brady to become a broadcaster and to be on the first team first year and all that, but it's just like, come on. It's annoying. All right, 1st-and-10 from the 29. Goff in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side looking to throw. Pressure coming, going to avoid it and stepping up. Throwing for the end zone and is picked off. Intercepted in the end zone and room to return. This gets to about the 10 and breaking tackles. Still going down to the 14. I will say this. It was there. If that ball is placed better, it's a touchdown to Jameson Williams. But instead, it is disaster for Detroit. It's there. That ball needs to be placed towards the back of the end zone. Oh, it was placed towards the middle instead of the back. It's there. It's there. It's not a bad decision. It's there, but it's just it's there. He just didn't place it properly. And the Commanders are going to need this to halftime. Oh yeah, I like Gene's territory as well. Him and Dean Blandino are some of the best. That's why I love that both of them are the UFL guys. But disaster, you were in field goal range. You don't need to take a shot there. You needed to make it a one possession game entering the half. That is such a bad decision. It's there. I understand it. It needed to be a perfectly placed pass, and you could not afford for a throw like that to be made there. Like that. We're at halftime. That is frustrating, and I'm not even a Lions fan. That's just being too greedy. You needed points before the half just to have some kind of momentum to build off of. And yeah, and it's because Washington gets ball to begin the second half. That's why you needed points there. Because now you're down by 2 possessions and potentially can go down by 3. And judging based on how your defense was playing in that quarter, you needed a 1-score game at the half. Like that is so bad. Holy. Again, I get the decision. It was a good decision. But it was the case where in that situation, it was not a good decision. Because if in that situation, you cannot afford to make a mistake like that. If a throw needs to be perfectly placed, it can wait until after halftime. You needed points before the half. Anyway, I am out of the drink I was drinking, so I'll be right back with a new beverage. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I mean Jayden Daniels is playing insanely well. Like he's playing some damn good football. I swear, if the Commanders win today, and if the Rams pull off the upset tomorrow, I'm going to lose my mind. Because if this plays out damn near exactly. Wait, no. If somehow the Rams pull off the upset and the Commanders finish the job, the fucking parallels between this playoff run for the Commanders and the 2011 Giants is going to make me lose my mind. Like, what? Wildcard round. 2011 Giants played an NFC South team. Commanders beat Tampa. Divisional round, on the road to a 15-win NFC North team, and pulled off an unexpected upset. Here's what the Commanders are potentially doing today. Conference championship, on the road to an NFC West team. And then the Super Bowl will be against a dynasty. I swear. The parallels, man. The fuck. One more half of play though. The Lions are moving the ball well. That's the thing. They're moving the ball well. They've just made 2 really bad mistakes. And their defense isn't playing well. Like that's just it's that's frustrating, man. That's a tough way to end that half. We'll see. And there's still a whole other half to play. This game is already chaotic. We'll see if it can remain that way. But I'm definitely keeping an eye on the Commanders. Let's see, who did the 49ers beat that season in order to make the conference championship? It's not an NFC East team, but it was a bye and they played the Saints. Okay. So yeah, the parallels in that aspect won't be the same, but yeah, exactly. Like if the parallel, that's great. If that happens, like if legit, if every single box is checked for this Commanders Super Bowl, if the Commanders go on the Super Bowl run, they will check legit every single possible box of a playoff run that the Giants did. NFC South team, NFC North team, NFC West team, assuming the Rams upset the Eagles, and then a dynasty in the Super Bowl. Like, what? That would be. And the crazy thing is, if the Commanders were to play the Chiefs right now, I feel like they could win. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of exposure bias right now of like, hey, we're just now seeing the Commanders do all this insane stuff against the Lions of all teams, so it makes sense that they could beat the Chiefs. But like, no, like legit, like if they keep up and if they play a similar style to even like the regular season selves, I feel like could possibly do it. That would be the the I I kind of want to see it now. I kind of want to see that Super Bowl of Chiefs Commanders and the Commanders pulling off the upset. I kind of want to see it. Because yeah, like the storylines and the parallels would be fantastic. Like I kind of want to see that now. I also kind of want to see what Evan Foxy's reacting to this game like, because this is whew, this is a rough game. Oh, and here comes the halftime show for Detroit. Good, good old LiAngelo Ball, the halftime show. This game, this game makes no goddamn sense, and I love it. Bills Lions would be a fun Super Bowl. I just don't see it happen. I don't see Buffalo winning tomorrow. I mean, I see it, but not really. But yeah, it's yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell, Lonzo better at this point, but hey, he's performing at the halftime show for a reason, I guess. I don't know. What could it not afford Eminem? Or maybe they were saving Eminem for the championship game, but I mean, do you even get there at this point? We'll see. We're still at halftime, still at commercial break. We'll see. This game has really had it all. This game has really, really had it all. Had it all, man. It's. Oof. So anyway, from the NFL playoffs to a sports league that brings just about as much chaos. March 28th, the UFL kicks off. I'll be live for damn near every single one of those games. So stick around if you enjoy football and even more football in the spring. That's how you do it. A shoddily attempt at the segue. Subscribe, we greatly appreciate it. Leave a like as well. The XFL jersey's behind me right there. Yeah. That's how you do it. That's how you do a shoddy attempt at a segue. West Virginia court stormed, which is for that game against Houston today for UCF was something. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the UFL is in all honesty, it is a fun league to watch. It's more football. It's fun. There were a surprisingly good number of games last year for the UFL. Like every week, there was at least one game that was pretty damn good. And now this year they make the scheduling a lot better for me because there's a Friday game each week. So hell yeah. There's one game Friday, one game Saturday, and 2 games Sunday for the UFL this season. I much prefer that than just Saturday and Sunday. So thank you, UFL, for making a smart business decision. And they're looking towards expanding for next season, 2026. Which that could be interesting. All right, the third quarter and the second half about to be underway. Commanders get ball to begin the half. Up by 10. Looking to pull off the upset. Wait, I just realized what I was seeing. Going back to the 2011 Giants for a second. I want to point out. Okay, no. Okay, I thought for a second that showed that they beat the NFC South team by 3. No, they beat them by 22. I was about to say. Yeah, again, the parallels. So the Lions are gonna be sending this one down shortly. Teams are taking the field, lining up in position for the kickoff. All right, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Kevin Burkhardt ain't bad. He just needs someone paired with him that can provide the energy more. And that's what Greg Olsen did. But Brady just can't. Brady just doesn't. Brady doesn't pair well with Burkhardt because they are too similar. You need the difference between the color commentator and the actual play-by-play guy, and they just don't have it. They sound not sound, but they feel the exact same. As kickoff underway, going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Commanders will begin this from the 30. All right, the second half. The Lions find themselves in a tough spot. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to hand this off up the middle, and good blocking and room to run. Gets a first down and more. Gain of roughly 14 for Brian Robinson. Not how you wanted this half to start for the Lions already. Not a good start. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Going to keep it himself left side for Daniels. He's going to be met in the backfield, however, for a loss of 3. That's Brian Branchmith with the tackle for loss. All right. Yeah, that's a much better play than the first one. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Going to shift the motion to tight end right to left as Daniels looks to throw. Pressure coming. Escapes it to the right and going to be brought down for a gain of 1. Not losing yards there is big. All right, 3rd and 11. Daniels to throw. Flag flying, has time. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Off the mark. Terron Arnold nearly picked that ball off. Looking for De'Ami Brown. What's the flag, however? It's going to be on Washington. Penalty will be declined. So 4th and 11. And the Lions defense does their job. And this is where getting points before the half was big. Because now you get a field goal before the half, you can tie the game on this drive. Instead, you're down by 10. This is the Commanders' first punt of the game. Punt comes off clean and going to take a Commanders bounce and be downed at the 8. Beautiful punt. Absolute beaut of a punt, and the Lions offense will take the field when we get back from this commercial break. Nick, I love the corner blitz. No, it wasn't necessarily a corner blitz on the Brian Branch play because it was a read option, but it's a heads up play nonetheless. Is it really the first? Did they really not punt against the Buccaneers? I mean, that feels right, but still. But yeah, and the Commanders are a damn good team. They're playing some damn good football. Still at commercial break. He had no punts last week. Damn, it's the first punt in damn near 2 games. That's impressive. And when they did punt, that was a beautiful punt as well. Again, that was a damn good punt. We'll see. the Lions need a drive here. Like they needed points before the half. They definitely need points on this drive. Back from the commercial break, ball on the 9-yard line. Goff under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right, gonna send St. Brown in motion right to left. As Goff is going to hand this off up the middle, breaks one tackle, trying to bounce it towards that left side is David Montgomery, breaks another tackle and still going, picking up at least 11, maybe 12. David Montgomery. And that's the reason why his nickname is Knuckles. Whereas Jahmyr Gibbs is more of I'm going to say more so speaking, he can be a power back as well, but whereas he's more so an elusive back, David Montgomery will run it down your throat. That's some damn good running right there. The ball on the 20-yard line. Goff under center, back behind him, going to play action, look to throw. Rolling right and going to try and fit it towards Sam Laporta, but the sidearm throw is off the mark and incomplete. Yes, Super Bowl 59, February 9th from New Orleans. I will be live for that as well. It's going to be pretty good. I'm excited. Goff and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Going to hand this off to Montgomery up the middle. Good blocking and some room to run as he's going to get about 7, making a much more manageable 3rd down. Oh yeah, 100% VR is going to become a training tool. It already kind of is with the NFL Pro Vision stuff that Lamar Jackson helped make. It already is kind of being used for it, and I have it. It's great. I have the first iteration of it. Like it's definitely going to be used a bit more, especially during the off season where maybe it's not as easy. It's not as easy to get all your guys together or something. It's just you go in the headset and you're able to read the defense and learn the playbook a bit. Handoff up the middle on 3rd and 2 for Montgomery is going to spin his way for a loss of 3. There is a flag on the play, brought down near the 25-yard line. Will be a 4th and 5, but we'll see what the flag is. It is face mask on Washington. 15 yards from the end of the run, automatic 1st down. Dante Fowler called for the face mask, and he's been having a pretty solid game. So, wait, please tell me this is a joke. He grabbed the shoulder pad, not the face mask. He grabbed the shoulder pad. Unless there's a camera angle I'm not seeing that shows a face mask grab, that 100% is not fucking face mask. Goff and shotgun back to his right, 3 receiving options to the left, ball in the 42, going to hand off to Jahmyr Gibbs left side. Trying to bounce it towards the sideline, but not doing a whole lot there. Gonna get right back to the line of scrimmage, basically. Unless there's a camera angle I am missing, that looked like he grabbed the shoulder and ripped, not the face mask. So refs are bad. Simple as that. The thing is, 2 separate officials threw a flag there for face mask. So I feel like I'm missing something. Goff under center, back behind him. 2nd and 11, going to hand off to Gibbs once again. And he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. This Lions ground offense is not doing a lot compared to what they were doing in the first half. Yeah, it was not the face mask. But that's oh well. So Goff alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, looking to throw. Pass time. Pass going to be caught by St. Brown left side. Room to run, first down and more inside the 40 to about the 37. Trust me, I feel bad for Lions fans as well, but come on. Like, you gotta call shit right sometimes. But also, like, the Lions now are they're in the spotlight now. If they go to back-to-back NFC Championship games, there's a lot of pressure on them, and they're not going to be viewed as the Lions they were viewed as to begin this decade and before. They're viewed as a different Lions team now, and it's deserved. Going to play action, look to throw. Goff has time stepping up. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Off the hands of Jahmyr Gibbs with a pass that was kind of low. And 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, 2nd and 10. And this needs to be a scoring drive here. Goff and shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side, ball on the 38-yard line, looking to throw. Pressure coming, pass right side is caught by Gibbs, trying to get a screen going, and they're going to get about 12. Just shy of the 25-yard line, near the 23-ish, 22. It's 1st and 10 for the Lions. Pretty good there. So 1st and 10 from the 23. From the 27. Goff and shotgun going to toss this left side. Now he's going to pitch it forward to St. Brown. Room to run inside the 10 and bulldozing down to the 7. What a play design to pick up about 20. And that might go down as a pass attempt for David Montgomery. Oh yeah, it would have to, because he pitched it forward. So they better hope that toss was backwards. And yeah, it was. So he tossed it backwards to Montgomery as if he was doing any old toss play. And then he shovel passed it forward to St. Brown. And now it's 1st and goal from the 7. Goff under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Play clock winding down. Goff trying to make some adjustments at the line. Need to get the snap off, and they do. Hand off to Gibbs left side. He's going to lose about a yard on the play. Oh, I'm not shocked that Gibbs is pissed. I mean, this second half has not been going great for him. But yeah, he also gets hit there pretty big. So 2nd and goal from the 8. Goff under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to send Williams in motion as he hands this off to Gibbs once again up the middle. Room to run, and that's a touchdown for the Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs puts the Lions within 3, pending the extra point. And that is exactly the drive you needed to begin this half for the Lions. It would have been made better if you got points before the half, but that's besides the point. Jake Bates for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 3-point game. Commanders are getting the ball back for their second drive of the second half. All right. Oh yeah, he plays well. I mean, typically a lot of people play better once they leave Carolina, but Luvu, how you pronounce it? Luvu is a pretty damn good defensive player for the Commanders. He's playing well this year. That's right, cool. See, Tom. See, Brady. Not that hard to try and pronounce his name. Okay, part of it is just the fact he's part owner. He's part owner of the Raiders and can't really say a whole lot. But still, like commercial break. Like commercial break. About that. Yeah. Well, I mean, again, like, I wouldn't be doing any of this if I didn't love football so much. Like I'm doing this not because again, I haven't getting paid yet for this. I'm just doing this because I fucking love the game of football. And I was gonna be watching these games anyway and talking this bullshit anyway. But instead of talking bullshit to random people in a Discord call that don't give a fuck, I'm talking about it to people who do care and also love football as much as I do. So it's great. And it's like, I say I play it. I played 2 years of high school football, but like these players put a shit ton of time and effort into this. They deserve respect of getting their name, said. Whether I butchered the pronunciation or not, it's at least recognition of the work they put into all this. As kickoff is out the back of the end zone for a touchback, Commanders will begin from the 30. Yeah, exactly. Like if anyone should know that, Tom Brady, of all people, should know. Like, hey, just for a lot of these guys, just getting your name heard on TV is massive. Because not everyone is a 7-time Super Bowl champ, jackass. So Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options, 2 to left. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming as Branch is going to go sky high and fall on his face. Daniels runs to his left and gains a yard. Brian Branch fell for the pump fake hard. Man nearly hurtled over the running back. He's went sky high trying to block that out of the air. The ball was not even thrown. He lands hard. Like that's Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. 2nd and 9 from the 31. And Daniels is going to look to throw. Pressure coming once again, escaping to his right, using his speed and going to pick up a first down and more. And down to about the 44. Like, come on. That's not fair. 2 separate Lions defenders had pretty much a free lane from the left side. Yeah, 2 Lions defenders were unblocked off the left side. Daniels says no and picks up about 10-ish. Actually, he picks up about 15. Like, gee, come on. As there is a line player being looked at by the medical staff real quick. Yeah, he's getting off the field under his own power, but that's another injury to this defense the Lions just can't afford to have. Under 6 minutes to play. And now, is Brian Branch going to be forced off as well? He might have a equipment malfunction, but he might be forced off. Yeah, he has an equipment malfunction. And he's gonna be forced off as well. But he had an equipment malfunction. His leg sleeves got torn, but they had to cut him off. So that's two different defensive players for the Lions were forced off the field for at least a play, including one of their better secondary players that's healthy right now, Brian Branch. So it's 1st and 10 from the 45. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. As Daniels is going to hand this off right side for Brian Robinson, he's going to gain about 5 up to the midfield. But there is a flag, and that's going to be an unnecessary roughness. Jayden Daniels, after handing the ball off, he gets clocked. Like, he gets absolutely drilled. I believe this would be a necessary roughness. He takes a hit. Yeah, he got bulldozed on that, trying to block the backside. I mean, is that really gonna be the flag? Yeah, I guess it would be. But that's a flag where like he tried to make the block and got bulldozed. So I don't know fully about that. But nonetheless, it's a 15-yard penalty on the Lions. 1st and 10 coming up. So ball from the 35-yard line for the Commanders. No, Terrion Arnold is still in. Brian Branch is now back in as well. So Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Going to hand this off to Robinson right side. Good blocking. He's going to fight his way past the 30 to about the 28. I really need to hold him to a field goal here. That's the thing though. Like Jayden Daniels was trying to block backside, and he just got bulldozed. But like, I get it being a call as well because it was like a solid second or two in between stuff. But like, come on. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 3, going to hand this off up the middle, and that's going to be Brian Robinson being stood up at the 25-yard line. About half a yard short of the 1st down marker. Refs are weird. Simple as that. So third and inches. Daniels in shotgun, going to hand this off once again up the middle. And did he get it? Yes, he gets the yard needed. It gets probably exactly half the yard needed. And it'll be a 1st down for the Commanders. They're keeping things going. Yeah, exactly. Especially when you get hit hard like that. When you get absolutely bulldozed like that, because that shows that the defense is already frustrated with you. So the best way to get them even more frustrated and cause more mistakes like that is to just get up and smirk and be like, "Yeah, I didn't feel shit." That's the best approach to it. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right side. 1st and 10 from about the 24-yard line. Play clock winding down. They get the snap off in time as Daniels throws quick right side for Dyami Brown, and he gets stood up for no gain. Actually, he might have fumbled. Yeah, did he fumble forward there? It seems like it. It's going to be no gain anyway because you can't fumble forward and progress the ball. And there's still, I love it. Super Bowl 59, Super Bowl 59 on February 9. Kendrick Lamar at halftime show. I'm pumped for it. They're officially ruling it a loss of 1. It's 2nd and 11. Fumble out of bounds, yeah. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. And going to play action, look to throw. Daniels with time, dump off right side to Austin Ekeler, is caught in the flat, and he's going to fight his way inside the 20 to about the 19.5-yard line. A 3rd and 5-ish coming up. So 3rd down. This is big for the Lions. You got to make the stop here. You got to make the stand here. It's 3rd and 6. Daniels in shotgun. Back to his left, 3 receivers to the left as well. Gonna send one of them in motion. Daniels looking to throw. Has time. Throw in right side. Caught and brought down shy of the first down marker. No, they're saying he wasn't down. He got... Wait. They're saying Dyami Brown never was actually down. He was never actually down. He gets to the 5-yard line. It's close. It's close. I mean, if you're the Lions, you need to challenge that because they're not going to give you time to review it. As Brian Branch is slow to get up, that's a smart play there. Slow to get up so that way they can't go no huddle. Yeah, his elbow might have touched there. I needed to see the replay again. It's close. There's a minute 53 left in the quarter. This is a big play. It would be 4th and 1 as we head to a commercial break. It would be 4th and 1 if he is down. And the Lions would have successfully either forced a field goal or forced a 4th down play that they could make the stop on. And from there, keeping in the 1-score game is big. His elbow hits? Okay. It's close though. I was thinking it's definitely close. And I like that the refs kept the play going. Because it's definitely close. But at the same time, it is like a tough decision to make. Because now, again, the Commanders are a good 4th down team. And it's maybe 4th and 1. So if you're the Lions, you're definitely hoping to stop them more so a 4th and 3 or 4th and 2, but you'll take the stop either way. We'll see. We'll still at commercial break. Yeah, it's a bang play. All right. So at commercial break. And again, this is a big play here. Yeah, his touchdown celebration there was wild. But it was funny. It was funny, it was wild, but like that's just who Jameson Williams is. All right, so yep, they brought him back. It's 4th and 2 for Washington. Offense is staying on the field. So Dyami Brown was marked down. It's 4th and 2. The Commanders have failed on 4th down once today already. They have failed on 4th down 3 times in these playoffs. Daniels under center. Just don't jump if you're the Lions. Daniels under center. Back behind him. Just don't jump. They snap the ball. Play action looking to throw. Daniels rolling to the right side. He's going to pick up the first down with his legs. 3 yards on the play. And there was no one even there. Like, there was no receiving options. That was a pure, hey, you're gonna run this ball. You better pick up the first. Yeah, no, there's no receiving options there at all. Or the pick, Sally. And fine, yeah, he's gonna be fine. Probably a good chunk. 150K sounds about right. He may definitely around the 100K mark. Going to jet touch past this left side on 1st and 10, and that's Austin Ekeler getting inside the 10-yard line to about the 7, maybe the 6. Second down coming up. But you cannot break here if you're the Lions. You need to make this stand. So 2nd and 3, gain of 7. Daniels in shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Handoff up the middle for Ekeler. He's going to get to the 5-yard line, a gain of 2, or gain of 1. It's a 3rd and 2 coming up. That will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter, nonetheless. 15 minutes to play. Lions only down by 3. A massive 3rd down coming up. You got to be able to make a stand here. Make it a 6-point game. Simple as that. You wouldn't have to call them frauds. I already know that Vikings fans would anyway. If the Lions lose, the NFC North might just blow itself up before next season even begins. Yeah, exactly. But also, MMG is, I respect him. I like some of his content. His actual takes, though. And also, MMG is a Lions fan. He wouldn't call them frauds. He makes some bullshit excuse. I wouldn't necessarily call the Packers frauds. Yeah, 15 minutes remain. $15 minutes. The Commanders looking to continue. The Commanders looking to continue the Cinderella run that they're on currently. The Lions looking to avoid a disastrous one and done in these playoffs. It come down to a lot of this. I mean, again, the Vikings, they weren't being called frauds. The Vikings were like, that was, yeah. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Beautiful Ford Field in Detroit, sitting right next to Comerica Park. Dude, the Detroit Tigers had a pretty miraculous playoff run on their own right in the MLB in this past October. Lions looking to do something similar. 3rd and 2. Commanders in shotgun back behind him. Gonna shift it back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Daniels, keeping it himself. Throwing right side in the flat to Zach Ertz and brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. The Lions defense makes the 3rd down stand. It's 4th and 2. I would not be surprised if we see Washington go for it. So you have to make the stand once again. Perrion Arnold, the rookie out of Alabama, making the tackle on a big-time 3rd down. Can you do it again on 4th? That is the question. All on the 5-yard line. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Play clock winding down. And they're not going to get the snap off in time. Flags fly. It doesn't seem like they'll get the flags off in time. We'll see, though. We get the snap off in time. What's the flag? Can we actually see the refs what they're calling the penalty, please? I don't want to look at Dan Quinn during this. The Lions had too many men on the field. The Lions had too many men on the field for a 4th and 2. So now it's 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. Handoff up the middle for Robinson. And we'll see what the spot says. We're marking him just short at the half-yard line. How do you have too many men on the field for one of the biggest plays in franchise history? How? Fucking how? Daniels in shotgun, back to his left, going to hand off up the middle once again, and this time Brian Robinson crosses the plane. The Washington Commanders extend their lead once again to 9 with an extra point to make it 10. You have too many men on the field for 4th and 2? Like, come on, Detroit. That is Matt Patricia shit. Come on, man. Like, extra point is up and good. They call a timeout, if anything. Like, that is bad. The entire sideline was telling them was telling someone to get off the field. That is on Dan Campbell. That is on Dan Campbell. If the entire defensive coaching staff and players on the bench is telling someone to get off the field and no one will, you have to call timeout. In that moment, you have to call timeout. Like, the entire sideline was asking for someone to get off the field, and no one did. You have to call a timeout. That would have. You make the stop there. You're backed up, but you're golden. That is such a bad mistake. Like, that is a heartbreaker. Exactly. Like, it's just bad mistakes. That's all this game is it's like all this game is. The 2 interceptions, really any of the 2. Not necessarily, it's not the case where you have to take both away. You take one of those interceptions away, this is an entirely different game. Yeah, like that. You needed to make the stand there. That was your moment. That was your moment. That was the moment. How do you make that mistake? Just how do you make that mistake? Anyway, tomorrow we got 2 more playoff games. Kick things off with the Rams playing the Eagles at 3 o'clock tomorrow EST. I will be live for that game. I'll also be live for the Buffalo Bills against the Baltimore Ravens at 6:30 tomorrow. Both should be pretty damn good games. We have 13 and a half left in this one. 13 and a half left. Oh man. The Lions are gonna need to really step up their game. Kickoff is underway. Going to be returned from about a yard deep in the end zone. This is Khalif Raymond trying to do something with it. He's going to be brought down inside the 20. Brought down inside the 20 near the 18-ish yard line. So I said that I would like to see Jake Bates hit a game-winning kick. There's still an opportunity for that, but not by much. Goff under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to hand this off up the middle for Montgomery. And some good patient running is going to get him 4, maybe 5. Oh, man. Gain of 5 on the previous play. Goff under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to play action, look to throw. Goff with time. Pass over the middle is caught. And room to run. Room to run. First down and more. Going to be out of bounds at around the 30, maybe the 40. 35, maybe the 40. That's Tim Patrick on the reception. He gets laid out on that play as well, though. Right around the 30. Yeah, 35-yard line out of bounds at. Actually, ball around the 40. What's that? That was a much better play than I thought. Ball on the 46. Damn. Goff under center, back behind him. 3 receivers to the right. Going to fake a toss. Going to what? Williams throwing right side. That's picked. What just happened? What just happened? What the fuck? All right, there is a flag on the play, but Goff handoff to St. Brown on a jet sweep, who then gave it to Jahmyr Gibbs, who then tossed it to Jameson Williams, and then Williams threw it to Gibbs on the right side and was picked off. The penalty is illegal, is an eligible man downfield, so that's declined. The Commanders picked the ball off. What just happened? And yes, the former Bronco team. What the fuck just happened? What was that play? What was that play? No, I need a replay. I need a replay of the full play, please. There's 12 minutes to go. Commanders have the ball. Somehow. What just happened? What the fuck was that? I didn't. Okay, here's a replay. What just happened? So Goff fakes a toss to Jahmyr Gibbs and hands it off to St. Brown and on a jet sweep type of handoff. He then tosses it to Jameson Williams, who then looks to throw and who forces it into double coverage to Jahmyr Gibbs and is picked off. What the fuck? What? There's no way you're that desperate to try that play. There's no way. There's no way. I don't know. I just don't know. You have to throw it away there. But you're asking a lefty receiver to throw a halfback wheel while he is going to his right. Like, what? I don't get that. I don't get that at all. That is an insane play call. Like that's an insane play call. And like no wonder it didn't work. What? I don't get it. So 1st and 10 for Washington. After whatever that was. Ball is on the 34-yard line. Daniels in shotgun, back behind him, 2 receivers to each side. Gonna shift it back now to Daniels' right. As he hands this off to Austin Ekeler, left side. Good room to run. Good blocking past midfield. Still going inside the 35, down to the plus 31-yard line. And just like that, the Commanders are in field goal range. Just like that, the Commanders are in field goal range and are looking to, if they win by 17, If they win by 17, I'm gonna lose my mind. He parallels the 20. Like, come on. 11 and a half to play. Daniels in shotgun, back behind him. Now shifting the back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Handoff up the middle, and that's Austin Ekeler falling forward to about the 25-yard line, gain of roughly 6. I don't get it. Like, jeez. We might be witnessing Eli Manning moment. Daniels going to play action, look to throw in 2nd and 5. Has some time, going to step to his left. Step into his left, now going to take it himself up the middle and gains about exactly 5. May have gotten 4.5. We'll see, but the Lions are still in this. If they make the stand and keep it a 2-score game, they're still technically in this. But they gave it the first down. First down for Washington. This is... Geez, what a game. So 1st and 10 from the 21. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. And they definitely did not get that snap off in time. Yeah, okay. Plays being called dead. As it's delay of game for Washington. So moving back 5. First and 15. Yeah, exactly. Technicalities don't win games. You need to be able to finish this job. For both Washington and Detroit. Like, Detroit needs to find a way back in this, if they can. Commanders, Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Ball in the 26. They hand this off up the middle. And that's going to be a gain of roughly 3. Yeah, this has been... What the fuck happened with the NFC North this year? Like, what is the NFC North this year? It makes no sense. Like, what? It makes no sense. Three teams in the playoffs. 3 teams looking dominant most of the season. All of them potentially one and done. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Gonna shift the back to his right. 2nd and 12. Daniels looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass right side. Going to be caught down inside the 15 and down inside the 15 at the 13. That is Zach Ertz. A 3rd and short coming up. But that's a great play by Daniels. Is playing so well under pressure. Like, his composure under pressure is insane for a rookie. How good was LSU's offensive line? I feel like the offensive line could not have been that good if he's this calm under pressure. Exactly. Like, what? Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. 3rd and 2. Throw left side is incomplete. Looking for Terry McLaurin, but it was just off target, a little bit behind him. 4th and 2 coming up. And the offense looking to stay on the field with 8:24 to play, it seems. Fair. It's true. One of the top prospects in this year's draft is an LSU offensive lineman. But like, his composure under pressure makes me feel like he was constantly under pressure in college. As throwing right side under pressure, going to be a first down for the Commanders inside the 5-2. Terry McLaurin and the Commanders are knocking on the doorstep. Again, just pressure right in his face, a free rusher up the middle. He says nah and just makes a great throw in stride to McLaurin. Like his composure under pressure is insane for a rookie. And then look, Bo Nix is similar, but Bo Nix also played like 10 years in college. Daniel Daniels is not in that boat. The Lions are not winning. They're down by 10, about to be down by potentially 17, as it's first and goal for the Commanders at the 1-yard line. Daniels in shotgun back to his right, going to hand this off up the middle, but going to fight forward. Did he cross the plane? And they're saying he did. A touchdown for Washington. Jeremy McNicholas crosses the plane through fighting through contact, and the Commanders putting up a 40 spot on the 1 seed. Holy. Question is, was he down? And unless his knees were down, he was not. That's a great effort. Some great effort by McNicholas. An extra point away from being up by 17 with 7.5 to play in the game. Damn. Yeah, like the Commanders have they showed up today. It's like this is a damn good showing. It's impressive. It's your defense. Like your defense is what really surprised. The extra point is up and good. I don't know what Campbell did. I mean, honestly, I see what you're saying now. After that close up on Campbell's face just now, he might have. He legit might have in the halftime. He might have. Like, this has been something. All right. Commercial break. This game. This fucking game. The Washington Commanders legit might go on a run. They might go on a run this year. With 7.5 to play, unless disaster happens, it seems like the Commanders have punched their ticket into the NFC Championship game. This is an insane upset. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's the craziest upset in playoff history, because again, 2011 it exists. That was a 9-win New York Giants team that walked into Lambeau Field and kicked the crap out of the Packers. And the Commanders, up by 17 against a 15-win Lions team when they were heavy underdogs. Like, yeah, it's been bad. Yeah, there's a 7. It looks, I know, I get how it looks weird, but yeah, it's a 17-point game. If the Rams win, and we get more and more parallels between 2011 and this Commanders team, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hey, UFL commercial again. March 28th, UFL starts in the spring. I'll be live for damn near all of those games. So stick around. Really appreciated. Leave a like as well. And yeah, we have 2 more games to call tomorrow as well as this game. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Washington can beat Philly as well. They've played Philly well this year for the most part. Kickoff underway, going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Lions will begin this drive from the 30, and they have entered the point of entered the point of desperation, basically. Down by 17, you're at the point where you cannot settle for a field goal. You cannot punt the ball away every single time. You are playing with the expectation of going for it on 4th down if you need to. So Goff and shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw. Has time. Pass is going to be short armed over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Jahmyr Gibbs. But, man, that's a bad throw. Oh, yeah, the stadium is quiet. And yeah, Philly and Washington split mainly because in the second game between the two, Jalen Hurts got injured within the first quarter and was out the rest of the game. But yeah. Goff to throw in 2nd and 10. Has time, gonna step up and throw right side to Gibbs. Makes one man miss and going to get a first down and more, a gain of 13. But yeah, I'm sure Ford Field is silent right now though. Like, oh. Goff to throw in 1st and 10. Has time, throw right side is going to be a dive and grab by Khalif Raymond to the plus 45-yard line. I mean, you're going to have to score quick. You're down by 17 with 6:45 to play at this point. You need to score quick. So Goff and shotgun back to his right. Three receiving options to the left side with Sam Laporta moving in motion. Goff to throw. Has time. Throw in deep. Right side has a man that's caught by St. Brown down near the 20, maybe 25-yard line. That's a much needed play. That's a great grab by St. Brown. Ball on the 25-yard line. Goff and shotgun back to the right. Looking to throw once again. Has time. Throw left side is incomplete. Too far outside. Looking for St. Brown once again. Oh yeah, just the miscues today by the miscues by the Lions. None greater than that interception thrown by Jameson Williams. Goff looking to throw on 2nd and 10. Pass right side is caught and down inside the 15 at the 12 is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Under 6 minutes to play. You need to score. You need to score quick. And did the Lions spike the ball? It was 5:44 to play. It is 2nd and 10. They spiked the ball. Goff and shotgun back to the right. 3 receivers to the left. Ball on the 12-yard line. Commanders send pressure. Goff throwing right side incomplete. Off the mark. Looking for Jahmyr Gibbs. It's now 3rd and 10. 5:40 to play. Goff and shotgun back to the right. 3 receiving options to the left side. Pass left side caught by Gibbs. Looking for a screen. Block and don't form. It's a gain of roughly 2. A 4th and 8 coming up. And they're sending out the field goal unit, trying to make it a 14-point game. So Jake Bates on to make it a 14-point game. 28-yard attempt from the left hash is up, and it's good. At least Jake Bates got to hit a playoff field goal, but this game is rough. Ugh. If that was a 4th and short, they'd go for it probably. Yeah, Detroit's going to be quiet. Detroit's either going to be quiet or we're going to see the city burn down. Oh, yeah, this from yesterday, but no, from earlier today. Emails between Hamilton County and the Cincinnati Bengals from before this season show growing tension between the two about Paycor Stadium and the future of the Bengals. Damn. I mean, if the Bengals have to relocate, yeah. I I mean, at this point, I wouldn't put it past the Lions. If they do a trick play and get Jake Bates a passing touchdown, I wouldn't put it past them. Like, it would be something. This team needs something right now. Yeah, you definitely. But again, it's the case where like, the Lions had so many players injured, they can have 25 people on IR. Like, it was going to be tough for them to make a deep playoff run anyway, but I expected something better than this. Like, what? This was not what I was expecting whatsoever. We're at a commercial break. Oh yeah, they could run out the clock definitely. Yo, the Orlando Bengals, hell yeah. No, Orlando can't. For as much as Orlando's a nice city, it can't support a major. It can't support another major professional team. It can support a UFL team. I don't think it'll be able to support an NFL team. Like it does. It doesn't feel like that would be the case. So like, if as cool as it would be, I would much rather have the Orlando Guardians back, or more so, I would much rather have the Orlando Apollos back. That was the real Orlando team. Yeah, we could see Washington begin to run out the clock because Lions are gonna onside kick this left side, and Commanders. Wait, who fell on it? There was a pile going. You can say Commanders fall on it, but that was close. The Lions damn near came up with that. They faked an onside kick. They faked like they were gonna kick it to the right and kicked it to the left, and they nearly worked. It came damn close. But yeah, Zach Ertz successfully falls on it, so it is gonna be Commander's ball. Moving to Branson. I still think like if the Bengals need a temporary home, Canton is the best bet. Like Canton is legit the best bet for a temporary home that's still in Cleveland. Or something, still in Ohio, I mean. Okay, so Commanders ball in the 40. Danielson shotgun back to his left, two receivers to each side. Lions need to make a play on defense here. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of roughly 2. Yeah, pointed like 5 times. I bet it's fair though. When the pile is going, you need to hone in. If I doubt T. Higgins, the only way T. Higgins goes to the Carolina Panthers is if they are the highest bidder by a wide margin, because he still wants to compete. So I mean, I guess the Panthers are still the Panthers are entering that stage of potentially able to compete. But like, dude, I don't know. 2nd and 8. Danielson shotgun going to hand this off up the middle once again, and that's going to be a gain of 3. A 3rd and 5 coming up. Brian Robinson on the carry. First rookie all time with 300 plus passing, 300 plus total yards in 2 preseason games. Like, damn, he's playing damn good football. 3rd and 5. Lions called their first timeout with 4 minutes to play. Yep, getting that now. All right, so 3rd and 5. Daniels under center. Back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. And there's going to be a stoppage pre-snap. And Washington calls their first timeout. Okay. Yeah, and back-to-back wins as well. Again, like, if Washington goes on a run here, they go on a run. Part of it is, if they go on a run, it's damn impressive. There's 2 things. One is damn impressive. 2, the parallels to 2011 Giants is frightening and insane. 3, the Dolphins fans would be fucking in hell. There's a section of Dolphins fans right now watching these playoffs who are hate watching like 5 different teams, and I don't get it. So Daniels in shotgun, back behind him, 3rd and 5, going to play action, look to throw. Daniels with time, pass left side, wide open, 1st down inside the 40 at around the 36-yard line. Oh man, there's a big time 1st down for the Commanders. And that was, I believe it's John Bates on the reception there. But that's a big time play for this Commanders. Big time play for the Commanders. Yeah, John Bates on the reception. Daniels in shotgun, back to the right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Going to hand this off up the middle to Jeremy McNicholas, and that's a gain of roughly 3. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, begin to run the clock down. Hey, watching the Chiefs and Bills, pretty much the same. Lions call their 2nd timeout. So 2nd and 7. You can hear a pin drop in this stadium. Daniel's going to keep it himself on the left side, gains about a yard. It's 3rd and 6 coming up. And the Lions call their final timeout. The thing is, like, they're in field goal range. You need to force a turnover if you're going to have a shot in this. You need to force a turnover, but I don't think you'll be able to. Yeah, this stadium is quiet. 3rd and 6. Daniels in shotgun, back to the right. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of roughly 5 for Brian Robinson. Going to be a 4th down coming up. 3 minutes to play. Clock continues to tick. 4th and 1. .235 to play. Gonna let this clock run. One more play before the 2-minute warning. And out comes the field. The Commanders gonna win by 17. The Commanders are gonna win by 17. The parallels. Commanders call their 2nd timeout. They're gonna win by 17, and I'm gonna lose it. Not in Chim, obviously, but I'm gonna. I feel bad for the people in VC right now. You're gonna hear me ramble about this for some reason. 2:31 to play. Is 4th and 1. I mean, the Commanders could just go for this and and completely kill the clock if they so choose. But obviously, a 17-point lead, definitely a lot better. Zane Gonzalez on for a 44-yard kick. Ball is centered damn near perfectly. 44 yards out. Kick is up. And he missed it. He missed it to the left. The Lions are alive. He missed it to the left. The Lions still are alive. Just barely, but they're alive. 2:26 to play. You're going to need a score and get the onside kick. The Lions are alive. They somehow find themselves alive. Goff and shotgun, back to the right. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the 34-yard line. Goff to throw. Has some time, and that time expired. He's sacked. Sacked back near the 23. That would bring us to the 2-minute warning at the very least. Still technically alive, but they're going to need a miracle here. Goff and shotgun, back to the right. 3 receivers to the left. Going to get the snap off in time before the 2-minute warning. Goff to throw. Pass over the middle is Capa Laporta. He gets those 11 yards right back that were taken from the sack. And we head to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. Jared Goff and the Lions need a miracle in this one. For Washington, I'm not sure, but the last time these two teams faced each other in the playoffs was 1991. It just showed it on the broadcast in that NFC Championship game. So a win today for Washington also makes it so the Commanders are 4-0 all time against the Lions in the playoffs, which is crazy. Like this, the offense the Lions had this year, it was such a beautiful offense, and it's just the injuries, man. The injuries ruined this season for them. And honestly, probably what else really really dug it in, was having the 1 week off. Like that legit might have hurt this team. It's 3rd and 10. Well, no, because it was the last time these two teams played in the playoffs, is what it's showing. Goff looking to throw on 3rd and 10. Has time. Pass over the middle is caught by Gibbs. He's going to fight his way. Gonna depend on the spot. It's either 9.5 or a 10. It'll be close. And they're going to give him the first down. So go and hurry up here. 1:40 to play. Goff and shotgun back to the left. 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw, and there's a clock stoppage as Washington will call a timeout, I believe. Or they're going to review the spot. Seem like they're going to review the spot of the ball. He might be short. Yeah, booth review. They're going to review the spot of the ball. A 1:36. Yeah, he might be short. Might be short. Ugh. It does feel like this game is out of reach. It 100% feels that way. But, man. Like, this is a heartbreaker. This is a tough loss. Like, this really was the season for the Lions, it felt like. And it all came to this. Like, jeez. That's the nature of things, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm sure Tom Grossi's loving this. To see the Lions fall after being so mighty all year. Yeah, it's gonna be inches. So 4th and inches, gonna come down to a 4th down play. Yep, after review, the runner was down short. It's 4th and inches. Game on the line. Needing half a yard to at least keep the game alive for a little bit longer. 1:51 on the clock. Oh man. If there's a miracle in Detroit, it might not be for the Lions. Well, say that mainly because like the Pistons are playing well this year. The Red Wings are playing fucking fantastically in 2025. Goff and shotgun, back to the left, looking to throw in 4th and 1. Has time, gonna step to his left. Gonna keep it himself, gets the first down and more. And out of bounds at midfield. 1.5 minutes to play. 50 yards. You need to get 50 yards as quick as possible. Yeah, and yeah, most points on the road as well in the playoffs. Like, damn. First and 10, Goff to throw. Has some time. Step into his left and throw in. That's caught by Laporta. Breaks the tackle and gets 11. Hurry up. You gotta hurry up. Just have to hurry it up. A 1:15. Goff under center is gonna spike this ball. Yeah. I mean, if again, like, they could score if they score quickly and get the onside kick, they have a shot. They still technically have a shot in this, but it's not a large shot. Goff and shotgun back to the left, 2 receiving options to each side, looking to throw. As time, Goff throwing right side, that's caught by Khalif Raymond, and he's gonna slide down at the 30. Lions hurrying up. Goff and shotgun. Back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Ball on the 30, looking to throw. 3rd and 1. Quick pass right side is going to be dropped. Dropped by St. Brown, incomplete. 4th and 1. "51 seconds remain. Goff and shotgun back to the left. 2 receivers to each side. 51 seconds remain. Goff to throws. 4th and 1. Quick pass right side that's caught by St. Brown. Gets down inside the 20 to the 17. You have to hurry it up. He might have slid early there, but it's fine. Spiking the ball with 39 seconds left. Ball in the 17. It's tough. It is tough to say what they should do here. If you gotta take a shot towards the end zone, you might as well take a shot towards the end zone. See what you can do. If you need to score quick. Goff and shotgun back to the right. 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw. Goff, pressure coming. Trying to avoid it. He does. Rolling left. Throwing left. And incomplete. Had 2 receivers there. Had 2 options there. Jameson Williams and Jahmyr Gibbs. But threw it in between both of them. 3rd and 10. He did a great job at avoiding the sack. That was the key thing. But oh boy. The Lions find themselves in a very tough spot, 3rd and 10. They find themselves in a rough spot. All right, 3rd and 10. Goff and shotgun back to the right, looking to throw. Pass time, throw in end zone, and is picked off at the 2. And there's the slide down. The Washington Commanders, with 25 seconds left, have picked off Jared Goff. And the Commanders are going to the NFC Championship game. Their first NFC Championship game since 1991. Wow. What a season this has been for Washington. Blowing past any expectation I had for them by making the playoffs. And now they're in the NFC Championship game, waiting for the result of tomorrow's match to figure out where they need to buy plane tickets for, either Los Angeles or Philadelphia. As there's the knee down, the Washington Commanders, they are doing something special. What a win. Wow. So again, tomorrow we find out where Washington goes, whether Philadelphia or Los Angeles. They wait for the outcome of the Rams and Eagles game. Meanwhile, KC is waiting for the outcome of the Bills and Ravens game to see who they're going to be hosting. As the road to New Orleans just got 2 teams shorter. What a game for Washington. That's an impressive performance. Well, I'll see you all tomorrow for 2 more games. See you all tomorrow. See you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.